Did you know that many of the richest people in the world have a secret spiritual practice? It's not what you might think. While we often picture wealthy folks lounging on yachts or driving fancy cars, there's a hidden side to their success that most people never see. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and reveal what the top 1% know about money that you don't, and how it's all tied to spirituality. Now, you might be wondering, what does being rich have to do with spirituality? Well, buckle up, because you're about to find out. The connection between wealth and spiritual practices is something that the ultra-successful have known for years, but they've kept it pretty quiet. It's like they have a secret playbook for success that combines making money with inner peace and personal growth. But here's the really exciting part. These secrets aren't just for the mega-rich. Anyone can use them, including you. That's right, whether you're struggling to make ends meet or just looking to take your finances to the next level. These spiritual money secrets can change your life. And the best part? You don't need a fat bank account to get started. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 5 mind-blowing secrets that the wealthy use to attract abundance and success. These aren't your typical money-making tips like invest in stocks or start a side hustle. No, these are powerful spiritual practices that can transform your relationship with money from the inside out. Let's kick things off with secret number 1, the gratitude practice. Now, you might be thinking, gratitude? Really? How is being thankful going to make me rich? Well, hang on to your hats, because this simple practice is a game changer. You see, many of the wealthiest people in the world start their day with a gratitude practice. It's not just about saying thank you for the big things in life. They're thankful for everything. From the comfy bed they sleep in to the cup of coffee they drink in the morning. But why does this matter? Here's the deal. When you focus on being grateful for what you have, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. You're saying, hey, I appreciate all this good stuff in my life. And guess what? The universe responds by sending more good things your way. It's like turning on a magnet for positivity and abundance. But don't just take my word for it. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly are more likely to achieve their goals, have better relationships, and even enjoy better physical health. And when it comes to money, grateful people tend to make better financial decisions and feel more satisfied with what they have. So, how can you start your own gratitude practice? It's super simple. Every morning, before you check your phone or jump out of bed, take a moment to think of 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big things, like your family or your job, or small things, like the sunshine or your favorite snack. The key is to really feel the gratitude in your heart. You can even take it a step further by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 5 things you're thankful for. This helps train your brain to look for the positive things in life, even when times are tough. And let me tell you, when you start focusing on the good stuff, more good stuff starts coming your way. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds too easy. How can just being grateful make me rich? Well, here's the thing. Gratitude isn't about magically making money appear in your bank account. It's about shifting your mindset. When you're grateful, you start to see opportunities that you might have missed before. You become more positive, and people are naturally drawn to that energy. Think about it. Would you rather do business with someone who's always complaining about how hard life is, or someone who's genuinely appreciative and positive? The grateful person is going to win every time. And that's exactly how the top 1% use gratitude to their advantage. But don't just take my word for it. Try it for yourself. Start your gratitude practice today and stick with it for a month. I bet you'll start to see changes in your life. Maybe not $1 million in your bank account right away, but you'll notice more positivity, more opportunities, and a greater sense of abundance in your life. Remember, the wealthy know that true abundance starts from within. By cultivating gratitude, you're laying the foundation for greater success and prosperity in all areas of your life. It's like planting seeds of abundance that will grow and flourish over time. Now, let's move on to secret number 2, visualization. This is where things start to get really interesting. You've probably heard the saying, seeing is believing, right? Well, the ultra-successful flip that on its head. For them, it's more like believing is seeing. Visualization is like daydreaming on steroids. It's not just about picturing what you want. It's about feeling it, experiencing it in your mind as if it's already happened. And here's the kicker. Many of the world's top achievers swear by this practice. From elite athletes to business tycoons, they use visualization to turn their dreams into reality. But how does it work? Well, it's all about programming your brain for success. When you vividly imagine achieving your goals, your brain starts to believe it's possible. It's like creating a roadmap for your subconscious mind. You're telling your brain, this is where we're going, so let's figure out how to get there. Now, you might be thinking, come on, how can just imagining stuff make me rich? Fair question. But here's the thing. Visualization isn't about magically manifesting money out of thin air. It's about training your mind to recognize and seize opportunities that align with your goals. You become more focused on your goals. Instead of getting distracted by every shiny object, you're clear about what you really want. You start to notice opportunities that you might have missed before. It's like when you're thinking about buying a certain car, and suddenly you see that car everywhere. Your brain becomes attuned to things that can help you achieve your vision. You build confidence. The more you picture yourself succeeding, the more you believe it's possible. And that confidence shows in everything you do. You're more likely to take action. When you can see your goal clearly in your mind, it feels more achievable. This motivates you to take steps towards making it a reality. So, how can you start using visualization like the top 1%? It's easier than you might think. Here's a simple exercise you can try. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. Now, imagine your ideal future in vivid detail. What does your dream life look like? Where are you living? What kind of work are you doing? How do you feel? Really immerse yourself in this vision. Use all your senses. What can you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch in this ideal future? The more real you can make it feel, the more powerful the visualization becomes. Here's an example. Let's say your goal is to start a successful business. In your visualization, see yourself in your dream office. Feel the excitement as you land a big client. Imagine the pride as you see your company's name in the news. Picture yourself confidently leading team meetings and making decisions that grow your business. The key is to do this regularly. Many successful people visualize every day, often in the morning before starting their day. It's like giving your brain a pep talk and a clear set of instructions for what you want to achieve. But remember, visualization isn't just about picturing material success. The wealthiest and most fulfilled individuals also visualize the positive impact they'll have on the world. They see themselves helping others, contributing to causes they care about, and making a real difference. This is where the spiritual aspect comes in. When you align your vision of success with a higher purpose, it becomes even more powerful. You're not just chasing money for the sake of being rich. You're working towards a vision that can benefit many people. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. Maybe you're thinking, this sounds like wishful thinking. I need practical steps to make money, not daydreams. And you're right, visualization alone isn't going to make you rich. But here's the thing. It's a crucial first step. Think of it like planning a trip. Before you start packing or booking tickets, you need to know where you're going, right? Visualization is like choosing your destination and mapping out your route. It gives you direction and purpose. And here's something really cool. Science backs this up. Studies have shown that visualization can improve performance in all kinds of areas, from sports to business. When you visualize success, your brain starts to create new neural pathways. It's like you're doing a dress rehearsal for success in your mind. But don't just take my word for it. Try it for yourself. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Close your eyes and vividly imagine your ideal future. Make it as real and detailed as possible. Do this every day for a month and pay attention to what happens. You might be surprised at how your mindset shifts and how new opportunities start to appear. Remember, the top 1% didn't get where they are by accident. They used tools like visualization to program their minds for success. And the best part? This tool is available to everyone. You don't need any special equipment or a big bank account to get started. All you need is your imagination and the willingness to dream big. So, are you ready to start visualizing your way to success? It's time to tap into the same secret weapon that the ultra-wealthy use to achieve their dreams. Who knows? With consistent practice, you might just find yourself joining their ranks sooner than you think. Now, let's dive into secret number 3, and this one might surprise you. It's all about giving back. That's right. One of the biggest secrets of the ultra-wealthy is that they're often big givers. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, I thought rich people were all about keeping their money. But here's the truth. Many of the wealthiest people in the world are also some of the most generous. So, what's the deal? Why do rich folks give away so much money? Is it just for tax breaks or good PR? While those might be factors for some, there's actually a deeper, more spiritual principle at work here. It's called the law of giving and receiving, and it's a game changer when it comes to creating wealth and abundance in your life. Here's how it works. The universe operates on a principle of flow. Think of it like a river. When a river flows freely, it stays fresh and vibrant. But if it gets blocked up, it becomes stagnant. The same is true with money and resources in our lives. When we hold on too tightly to what we have, we actually block the flow of abundance. By giving generously, we keep that flow moving. We send a powerful message to the universe that says, I have more than enough. I can afford to share. And guess what? The universe responds in kind, sending more abundance our way. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That sounds great for rich people, but I'm barely making ends meet. How can I afford to give anything away? Here's the amazing thing. Giving doesn't have to mean writing big checks to charity, although that's great if you can do it. Giving can take many forms, and it's the spirit of generosity that matters most. Volunteer your time. Many organizations need help, and your time can be just as valuable as money. Maybe you could spend a few hours at a local food bank or mentor a young person in your community. Share your skills. Are you good at something? Maybe you're a whiz with computers, or you're great at fixing things. Offer to help someone who could benefit from your skills. Practice random acts of kindness. This could be as simple as buying coffee for the person behind you in line or leaving an encouraging note for a coworker. Donate items you no longer need. Most of us have clothes, books, or household items we don't use anymore. Instead of letting them collect dust, give them to someone who could use them. Give a listening ear. Sometimes, the most valuable thing we can give is our attention. Be there for a friend who's going through a tough time. The key is to give without expecting anything in return. This is where the spiritual aspect comes in. When you give from a place of genuine care and compassion, you're tapping into something much bigger than yourself. You're aligning with the universal flow of abundance. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Many wealthy people report that the more they give, the more they receive. It's like they've unlocked a secret flow of abundance. And it's not just about money coming back to them. They often find that opportunities, helpful connections, and all sorts of good things start showing up in their lives. But there's more to it than just material benefits. Giving also does something amazing for your mindset. When you give, you're sending yourself a powerful message. You're saying, I have enough. I am enough. This abundance mindset is crucial for attracting wealth and success. Think about it. Have you ever known someone who's always worried about money, always holding on tight to every penny? How's their financial situation? Often, people with a scarcity mindset struggle to get ahead financially. They're so focused on what they lack that they miss opportunities for abundance. On the flip side, when you cultivate a giving mindset, you start to see the world differently. You notice the abundance all around you. You feel grateful for what you have, which, as we discussed earlier, is another key to attracting more good things into your life. But here's an important point. Giving should feel good. If you're giving out of guilt or obligation, you're missing the point. The idea is to give joyfully, from a place of genuine care and compassion. When you do that, you'll start to experience the true power of this principle. Now, let's talk about how you can start applying this secret in your own life. Start small if you need to. Maybe set aside a small percentage of your income for giving, even if it's just 1% to start with. As you get more comfortable with the practice, you can increase that amount. But remember, it's not just about money. Look for ways to be generous in your everyday life. Maybe it's giving a sincere compliment to someone, or offering to help a neighbor with a task. The more you practice giving, the more natural it will become. And here's a pro tip. Keep your giving private when possible. While there's nothing wrong with public charitable acts, there's something powerful about giving without any expectation of recognition. It keeps your intentions pure and allows you to experience the true joy of giving. As you make giving a regular part of your life, pay attention to what happens. You might notice that you feel happier and more fulfilled. You might find that your perspective on money starts to shift. And don't be surprised if you start to see more abundance flowing into your life. Remember, this isn't about giving to get. It's about aligning yourself with the natural flow of abundance in the universe. When you give generously and joyfully, you're declaring to the world and to yourself that you live in an abundant universe where there's more than enough for everyone. So, are you ready to unlock this powerful secret of the wealthy? Start looking for ways to give today. It doesn't have to be big. Start where you are, with what you have. And watch as this practice begins to transform not just your financial life, but your whole perspective on abundance and success. The top 1% know that true wealth isn't just about accumulating money. It's about creating a life of meaning, purpose, and positive impact. By embracing the practice of giving, you're not just following in their footsteps. You're tapping into a universal principle that can uplift your life in ways you might never have imagined. Certainly, I'll continue with the next 3 sections of the outline in the same engaging, in-depth style using simple English. Let's dive into secret number 4, mindfulness and meditation. Now, you might be thinking, what do sitting quietly and focusing on my breath have to do with getting rich? Well, hang on to your hats, because this might just blow your mind. Many of the world's most successful people, from top CEOs to famous artists, swear by meditation. They're not just doing it to relax, although that's a nice bonus. They're tapping into a powerful tool that can actually rewire your brain for success. So, what exactly is mindfulness and meditation? In simple terms, mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judging them. Meditation is a practice that helps you develop this mindfulness. It often involves sitting quietly and focusing on your breath or a specific phrase. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Studies have shown that regular meditation can actually change your brain. It can increase the gray matter in areas responsible for learning, memory, and emotional regulation. It's like giving your brain a workout and making it stronger and more flexible. But how does this translate to making better money decisions? Well, think about it. How many times have you made a bad financial choice because you were stressed, angry, or acting on impulse? Meditation helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, so you can make decisions from a place of calm clarity rather than knee-jerk reactions. Plus, meditation can help you stay focused on your goals. In today's world, we're bombarded with distractions. Social media, emails, notifications. It's a wonder we get anything done at all. But when you practice meditation, you're training your brain to focus. This can be a huge advantage when it comes to managing your money and building wealth. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at some real-world examples. Ray Dalio, the founder of one of the world's largest hedge funds, says meditation is the single most important reason for his success. He's not alone. Many top business leaders, including Oprah Winfrey and Jack Dorsey, credit meditation with helping them make better decisions and stay calm under pressure. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I don't have time to sit around meditating all day. I've got bills to pay. Good news, you don't need to become a monk to benefit from meditation. Even just a few minutes a day can make a big difference. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or standing. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold that breath for a moment, then slowly exhale through your mouth. As you breathe, focus on the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. If your mind starts to wander, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Do this for 1 minute. That's it. Simple, right? But don't let its simplicity fool you. This little practice, done regularly, can have a big impact on your life and your finances. As you get more comfortable with meditation, you can gradually increase the time. Many successful people meditate for 10 to 20 minutes each day, often first thing in the morning. They say it helps them start the day with clarity and focus. But meditation isn't just about sitting quietly with your eyes closed. You can also practice mindfulness throughout your day. For example, when you're eating, really focus on the taste and texture of your food. When you're walking, pay attention to the sensation of your feet hitting the ground. These little moments of mindfulness can add up to big changes in how you approach life and money. Here's another powerful way to use mindfulness for financial success: mindful spending. Next time you're about to buy something, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it truly add value to my life? This simple practice can help you avoid impulse purchases and make smarter financial decisions. Remember, the wealthy know that true success starts from within. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, you're developing the mental clarity, emotional balance, and focused attention that are crucial for making smart money moves. So, are you ready to give it a try? Start with just 1 minute a day. You might be surprised at how quickly you start to notice changes in your thinking and your approach to money. Who knows? This simple practice might just be the key to unlocking your financial potential. Now, let's talk about secret number 5, the positive money mindset. This is where the rubber really meets the road when it comes to building wealth. You see, the ultra-successful don't just have more money than most people. They think about money in a completely different way. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract money effortlessly, while others struggle no matter how hard they work? A big part of this comes down to mindset. The wealthy have what we might call a positive money mindset, and it's like a superpower when it comes to creating abundance. So, what exactly is a positive money mindset? Simply put, it's a set of beliefs and attitudes about money that support wealth creation. People with a positive money mindset see money as a tool for creating value and improving lives, not as something scary or evil. Let's break down some key differences between a positive money mindset and the way many people think about money. Abundance versus scarcity. People with a positive money mindset believe there's plenty of wealth to go around. They don't think, if someone else gets rich, there's less for me. Instead, they believe there's more than enough for everyone, including me. Possibilities versus limitations. When faced with a financial challenge, the wealthy ask, how can I make this happen? Instead of saying, I can't afford that. They focus on finding solutions rather than dwelling on problems. Learning versus knowing. Rich people are always eager to learn more about money. They read books, attend seminars, and seek advice from experts. They know there's always more to learn when it comes to wealth creation. Long-term versus short-term. The wealthy think long-term about money. They're willing to make short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. They invest in their future instead of just focusing on immediate gratification. Value creation versus time for money. Instead of just trading time for money, the rich look for ways to create value and solve problems. They ask, how can I serve more people or solve bigger problems? Knowing that wealth often follows. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I actually change my mindset? Great question. Changing your money mindset doesn't happen overnight, but there are some powerful techniques you can use to start shifting your thoughts right away. One of the most effective tools is using positive affirmations. These are simple, positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They help reprogram your subconscious mind, replacing negative beliefs with positive ones. Money flows to me easily and abundantly. I am worthy of wealth and success. I make smart financial decisions. There are endless opportunities for me to increase my wealth. I use money as a tool to improve my life and the lives of others. Now, here's the key. Don't just say these affirmations once and expect magic to happen. The power comes from repetition. Try saying your chosen affirmations out loud every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to bed. You can even write them down and put them somewhere you'll see them often, like on your bathroom mirror or as the wallpaper on your phone. At first, these affirmations might feel a bit silly or unbelievable. That's okay. Keep saying them anyway. Over time, you'll start to notice these positive thoughts becoming more natural. And as your thoughts change, you'll likely see changes in your actions and your results. But changing your money mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's also about challenging and changing negative beliefs about money. Many of us grow up hearing things like, money is the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy. These beliefs can hold us back without us even realizing it. Take some time to think about your own beliefs about money. Where did they come from? Are they serving you or holding you back? If you find some negative beliefs, challenge them. Look for evidence that contradicts these beliefs. For example, if you believe rich people are greedy, look for examples of wealthy individuals who are generous and making a positive impact in the world. Another powerful way to shift your money mindset is to surround yourself with positive influences. This could mean reading books about wealth creation, listening to financial podcasts, or spending time with people who have a healthy relationship with money. Remember, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose your company wisely. It's also important to celebrate your financial wins, no matter how small. Did you save an extra $10 this week? Celebrate it. Did you resist an impulse purchase? That's worth celebrating too. By acknowledging and celebrating your progress, you're reinforcing positive financial behaviors and building momentum. Now, here's something crucial to remember. Changing your money mindset isn't about becoming obsessed with wealth or thinking that money is the most important thing in life. It's about developing a healthy, positive relationship with money so that you can use it as a tool to create the life you want and make a positive impact in the world. The wealthiest and most fulfilled individuals understand that money is a means to an end, not the end itself. They use their wealth to pursue their passions, support causes they care about, and create opportunities for others. This perspective allows them to attract and enjoy abundance without being controlled by the pursuit of money. So, as you work on developing your positive money mindset, keep the big picture in mind. Ask yourself, if I had all the money I needed, what would I do with my life? How would I make a difference in the world? Let these bigger goals guide your financial journey. Remember, changing your money mindset is a process. It won't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you can transform the way you think about money. And when you do, you might be amazed at how your financial reality starts to change to match your new mindset. Are you ready to start thinking like the rich? Choose 1 or 2 of the affirmations we discussed and start using them today. Pay attention to your thoughts about money and challenge any negative beliefs that come up. And most importantly, stay open to the possibility of abundance in your life. You might just be surprised at what starts to show up. Now that we've uncovered these powerful secrets of the wealthy, you might be feeling excited and inspired. That's great. But here's the thing. Knowledge alone isn't enough. The real magic happens when you take action. You see, this is another key difference between the ultra-successful and everyone else. The wealthy don't just learn about these principles. They apply them consistently in their daily lives. They know that reading a book about fitness won't make you fit. You have to actually exercise. The same is true for building wealth. So, let's talk about how you can start putting these secrets into action right away. Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. In fact, trying to change too many things at the same time can be overwhelming and lead to burnout. Instead, let's focus on small, consistent steps that can lead to big changes over time. Start a daily gratitude practice. Remember secret number 1? Begin each day by thinking of 3 things you're grateful for. You can do this while you're still in bed or while you're having your morning coffee. Just take a moment to really feel the gratitude. As you get comfortable with this, try keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 5 things you're thankful for each day. Visualize your success. Set aside 5 minutes each day for visualization. Close your eyes and vividly imagine your ideal future. What does your dream life look like? How does it feel? Make it as real and detailed as possible. You can do this right after your gratitude practice in the morning or before bed at night. Look for ways to give. Challenge yourself to do 1 act of kindness or generosity each day. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's helping a coworker with a task, or leaving a generous tip, or donating a small amount to a cause you care about. Pay attention to how giving makes you feel. Practice mindfulness. Start with the 1-minute meditation we discussed earlier. Do this once a day to begin with. As you get more comfortable, you can gradually increase the time. Also, try to bring mindfulness into your daily activities. For example, when you're eating, really focus on the taste and texture of your food. Use positive money affirmations. Choose one or two of the affirmations we discussed and repeat them to yourself every morning and evening. You can say them out loud or write them down. The key is consistency. Do this every day, even if it feels awkward at first. Educate yourself. Commit to learning something new about money each week. This could be reading a chapter of a finance book, listening to a money podcast, or watching an educational video about investing. The key is to make financial education a regular part of your routine. Review your progress. At the end of each week, take a few minutes to reflect on how you're doing with these practices. What's working well? Where are you struggling? This self-reflection can help you stay on track and adjust your approach as needed. Now, here's something really important to remember. Be patient with yourself. Building new habits and changing your mindset takes time. You might not see dramatic results right away, and that's okay. The key is to keep going, even when you don't feel like it or when you don't see immediate changes. Think of it like planting a garden. When you first put seeds in the ground, you don't see anything happening on the surface. But underground, those seeds are starting to sprout. If you keep watering and tending to your garden, eventually you'll see the plants break through the soil and start to grow. Your financial journey is the same way. These daily practices are like planting and watering seeds of abundance in your life. Keep at it, and over time, you'll start to see results. And here's some good news. Often, the internal changes happen before the external ones. You might notice that you feel more positive about money or that you're making better financial decisions before you see big changes in your bank account. These are all signs that you're on the right track. Remember, the goal isn't to become a carbon copy of some billionaire. Your journey to financial success is unique to you. Use these secrets as a guide, but adapt them to fit your own life, values, and goals. As you start applying these principles, pay attention to the changes in your life. You might notice that you feel more positive and optimistic. You might find yourself spotting opportunities that you would have missed before. You might even start attracting people and circumstances that support your financial goals. And here's something really exciting. As you start to experience positive changes, it can create a snowball effect. Success breeds success. The more you practice these principles and see results, the more motivated you'll be to keep going. And the more you keep going, the bigger the results you'll see. But what if you slip up? What if you miss a day of gratitude practice or catch yourself thinking negatively about money? Don't worry. It happens to everyone, even the most successful people. The key is not to beat yourself up about it. Just acknowledge it, learn from it if you can, and then get back on track. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. Even the wealthiest people in the world are constantly learning, growing, and refining their approach to success. So be kind to yourself, celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and keep moving forward. You have the power to change your financial future. These secrets of the wealthy aren't just for a select few. They're available to anyone willing to learn and apply them consistently. So why not start today? Pick one of the actions we've discussed and commit to doing it for the next week. You might be amazed at where this first step can lead you. The path to prosperity is open to you. Are you ready to take that first step? Certainly. I'll continue with the remaining sections from the outline and add a conclusion, maintaining the same engaging and in-depth style with simple English. Now, I want to share something personal with you. You see, I wasn't always knowledgeable about these spiritual money secrets. In fact, for a long time, I struggled with money, just like many of you might be doing right now. But everything changed when I started applying these principles in my own life. It all began a few years ago when I was at my lowest point financially. I was drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and feeling completely hopeless about my financial future. I remember lying awake at night, worrying about bills and wondering if I'd ever be able to get ahead. That's when I stumbled across the concept of gratitude. At first, I was skeptical. How could being thankful for what I had possibly help me get more? But I was desperate enough to try anything, so I started a daily gratitude practice. To my surprise, I began to notice small changes almost immediately. I felt less stressed and more positive. I started to appreciate the things I did have, rather than constantly focusing on what I lacked. And then something interesting happened. I began to notice opportunities one hadn't seen before. Encouraged by this small win, I decided to dive deeper into these spiritual money principles. I started practicing visualization, imagining myself debt-free and financially secure. I began meditating, even if it was just for a few minutes each day, and I looked for ways to give, even when I felt I had nothing to spare. It wasn't always easy. There were days when I felt like I was kidding myself, when my old negative thoughts would creep back in, but I kept at it, reminding myself that change takes time. Slowly but surely, things started to shift. I became more mindful of my spending, making better financial decisions. I felt more confident at work, which led to a promotion and a raise. I even started a small side business, something I never would have had the courage to do before. But the biggest change was in how I felt about money. Instead of seeing it as a source of stress and worry, I began to see it as a tool for creating the life I wanted and helping others. This shift in mindset opened up a whole new world of possibilities. Now, I'm not saying I became a millionaire overnight. Far from it. But over time, I was able to pay off my debts, build up savings, and create a life of financial peace and abundance that I never thought possible. And here's the really amazing part. As my financial situation improved, I found that I was happier and more fulfilled in other areas of my life too. My relationships improved, my health got better, and I felt a sense of purpose that I'd never experienced before. Looking back, I realized that the external changes in my finances were a reflection of the internal changes I'd made. By changing my mindset and adopting these spiritual money practices, I transformed not just my bank account, but my entire life. I'm sharing this story with you because I want you to know that these principles really do work. If they worked for me, someone who used to be a complete financial mess, they can work for you too. It's not always easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. But if you stick with it, you can create real, lasting change in your financial life. Now that we've covered all these powerful secrets and I've shared my personal story, let's put it all together into a roadmap you can follow to create your own financial transformation. Start with gratitude. Begin each day by acknowledging what you're thankful for. This sets a positive tone and opens you up to abundance. Visualize your success. Spend time each day picturing your ideal financial future. Make it as vivid and detailed as possible. Give generously. Look for ways to give, whether it's your time, skills, or money. Remember, giving keeps the flow of abundance moving. Practice mindfulness. Use meditation or simple mindfulness techniques to stay present and make better financial decisions. Develop a positive money mindset. Use affirmations and challenge negative beliefs about money. Surround yourself with positive influences. Take inspired action. Use the clarity and positivity you gain from these practices to take smart, strategic actions towards your financial goals. Keep learning. Commit to ongoing financial education. The more you know, the more empowered you'll be to make smart money moves. Stay consistent. Remember, these practices work best when done consistently over time. Don't give up if you don't see results right away. Celebrate your wins. Acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. This builds momentum and keeps you motivated. Stay true to your values. Use money as a tool to create a life that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations. Remember, this isn't about becoming obsessed with money or thinking that wealth is the most important thing in life. It's about creating a healthy, positive relationship with money so you can live your best life and make a positive impact in the world. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, uncovering 5 powerful secrets that the top 1% know about money and spirituality. From the power of gratitude to the importance of a positive money mindset, these principles have the potential to completely transform your financial life. But here's the thing. Knowledge alone isn't enough. The real magic happens when you take action. That's why I've shared practical steps you can take to start applying these principles in your own life. Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Start small. Choose 1 or 2 practices that resonate with you and commit to doing them consistently. Maybe it's starting a daily gratitude practice or spending a few minutes each day visualizing your ideal future. Whatever you choose, stick with it. And don't be discouraged if you don't see dramatic changes right away. Building wealth true lasting wealth is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up to big results over time. As you embark on this journey, keep in mind that true wealth isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about creating a life of purpose, fulfillment, and positive impact. Use these principles not just to increase your financial abundance, but to become the best version of yourself and make a difference in the world. Remember my story. If I could turn my financial life around using these principles, you can too. It won't always be easy, and there may be setbacks along the way. But if you stay committed and keep taking small steps forward, you can create the financial future you've always dreamed of. So, are you ready to start your journey to abundance? The power is in your hands. Take that first step today and see where it leads you. Who knows? A year from now, you might be looking back on this moment as the day everything changed. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the spiritual secrets of wealth. I hope you found it valuable and inspiring. Now, it's your turn to take action. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see what you'll achieve. Remember, you have everything you need within you to create the life and financial future you desire. Trust the process, stay consistent, and watch as your world transforms. Your journey to abundance starts now. Let's make it an amazing one.